Welcome to Paths to Guitar Mastery. Today's topic is strumming, the elusive beast that is so difficult at first, and there's a few reasons why it's difficult, and we're going to get into that right now. So first of all, strumming. Let me just demonstrate a little strum pattern and then I'll show you and I'll teach it to you. So it goes, so I'm going to play an E minor chord and the strum pattern goes like this. Okay, one of the most basic and fundamental strum patterns out there. Super applicable to any song, any style. It's a good one to learn off the bat, but it has a tricky spot, and so let me just break it down. So here's an illustration of it. Actually, it's this one here, down, down, up, down, up, and that's the whole thing right there. And then I just wrote it out twice so that you can see how the last strum connects to the first strum. There's just a little gap there. Okay, so what I want to point out about this is, look up here, see this part? These numbers here are the beats, and the ands are in between the beats. And what I want you to notice is that all the down strums occur on the beats, and then the up strums occur in between the beats. So essentially you're just going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, with each down strum landing on a beat. So essentially you're just going. Okay, now what makes it a cool rhythm, and not just not just what I was doing, is actually the strums that you leave out. So notice this is still a down strum. See that from up here? It's still a down strum. This up strum is left out. See, it's not there. And then, but instead of making this an up strum, we keep this as a down strum because it's on a beat. So this is on a beat, and then this one's off of the beat, so we do an up strum. And then notice we have two up strums in a row because we skip the down beat here. Or we skip a beat. We're not strumming on this beat. We're strumming on the and being in between a beat, see? So essentially, if you were to, for example, see me play this versus hearing it, it would just look like this. Non-stop, it just keeps on going. So, and I'll prove it, I'll play it now. So keep this real steady. Usually beginners, when they try this, it ends up sounding something, they might get the right rhythm, in other words it sounds correct, but they don't get all the right up and down, so it ends up looking like this. Pretty awkward, right? Pretty jerky and robotic. See how I'm stopping after those in those long gaps, down, down, up. Don't stop at that point. Basically, where it is, don't stop right here. Wait, down, down, up. Don't stop up here. You gotta go down right here. You're just gonna miss the strings. So you're still gonna do a strumming motion. You're just not gonna hit the strings. Okay? So you go down, down, up, and then miss, up, down, up, and then repeat, down, down, up, miss, up, down, up, down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. Okay? So that's strumming in a nutshell. That's why a lot of beginners struggle with strumming, is because they're trying to strum something the way it sounds versus following a real strict, just flowing like that, and then getting the rhythm by leaving stuff out. So here's a little practice you can try that'll if you can't already just like play this, which a lot of people can't. Some people, this may take a few tries, a few weeks even. But some people can play it right away, so it's different for everyone. But if you can't, if you're like most of us, if you're normal, then you probably can't play this right off the bat, and then you can build up to it. So you can start with this one. This one is gonna go like this. Down, down, down. And notice, okay, I should explain. I'm still doing the down up motions right in here and here. I'm still gonna go through the motions, because what it's gonna do is gonna help keep the beat. Because if I just stop in there, if I go, it's like, okay, when do I go? When do I go? You know, there's that uncertainty. So check it out. So this first one is gonna look like this. See, I'm doing those two, I like to call them ghost strums. I'm missing the strings. So down, down, up, miss, miss. You can even say miss, miss if that helps. That helps some people. Miss, 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 miss. And I'm using a pick. You can also use your thumb. You know, a lot of people prefer that. If you use your thumb, just realize it's gonna sound different when you strum up versus when you strum down. That's perfectly normal. Don't try to get them to sound exactly the same, because they just won't. You'll be wasting your time. Another thing, when you strum light. Don't dig into the strings too much, because it'll slow you down. You want to go through the strings quick. You want to go through them quick and light. So if you're using a pick, you might want to hold the pick a little bit lighter, because if you're holding it really tight, it like really digs and it really kind of slows down, creates more friction. Whereas if you hold it lightly, it'll sort of bend. It'll sort of bend as you go through the strings. So that's another point, is go through the strings light and quick. And also you want the arc of your strum to be pretty wide. You want to start from like up here and end way down here. See that? So it's like a nice big arc. You don't want to have too small of a strum arc like that, because it just doesn't sound good. You can hear, and it's also too slow. You want to kind of whip through the strings like that. Kind of light like that, okay? So, okay, so the next one is like that, and it sounds like this. It goes down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Yeah, notice that extra little ghost strum I do. Ghost strum. Ghost strum. Okay, so that's this one. This one is down, down, up, up, down. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Okay, just repeat these a bunch like I'm doing. Okay, and then the last one. Okay, that's it. That's just a brief introduction on strumming. Just a few things that I see a lot of beginners get wrong. So hopefully that clears up some issues. The main thing is keeping that steady beat. Don't stop like on either end, because then you get that real jerky sort of uncomfortable feeling. And then hold the pick a little bit lighter if you use a pick, and then go through the strings quick. And then have a nice big picking arc. You don't want it too small like that. Nice big and then light. So, okay, I hope that helps. Have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.